Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the D's Dots Madden channel. Today we're going to go over the 3-4 odd, cover 4 drop, show 2, turbo blitz. And looking at the play art, it's a base cover 4 concept with four deep zones. We're playing with the 2 hooks in the middle, and the 2 hooks is who we're going to blitz, the turbo. And you can mix this up left or right. It's a real easy adjustment to it as well. All we're going to do for our base setup is just base align press and then play over the top coverage, and we're going to simply turbo technique this middle linebacker. And with this middle linebacker, you can use several techniques. You can use the twitch technique or just the regular technique of hold your left stick down right before he moves, and then you're going to simply press the right trigger as soon as the ball snaps. So the twitch technique is the technique it'll be shown here that I'll be using. Simply all we're going to do is just twitch our guy, or just tap our left stick down rapidly, down until the ball is snapped, and we'll press right trigger. You can use this twitch technique in a lot of really any defense that you want to kind of get a head start, not a head start, but kind of a turbo animation. Is that twitch technique. Right here, this is the Godfather, the one who created this for me or showed this to me, is Octon20. It's kind of where I got it from, coming in hot with it. And the key to it is, in the play art, is the contains right there. The contains are going to get the guards and tackles to block them because they're going to go outside. And then the baseline is also going to do that with a potential 5 rushers, and that's going to create a 5-5 call for the offensive line, meaning their 5 offensive line versus potential 5 rushers on the line. And it's going to get an easy one-on-one block for the center and the nose tackle, and we're going to read that center's block the entire time. So in these clips, you're going to see a lot of just left A-gap, just turbos, but it's simply because you just read the center's block. If the center goes left, you go right. If he goes right, you go left A-gap. Again, you can do this with either middle linebackers with the base line. You can keep the defensive line in the in the contains. I keep them just a lot of adjustments once you really start freestyling this defense and really start manning the safeties on receivers. That's really the next level of this. This is pure base, what I'm running, just pure quarters concepts. Again, this is not an every down defense. This is a defense I like to run, a switch up. I haven't run it, a lot in the game. I like to run it on, obviously, first down here. He's an empty. I love it against empty, just simply because I feel like I can get there before he can throw a hot. And if they are running empty a lot, you might want a man, because they're going to throw some easy streaks or easy just pop passes right over the turbo. Again, I like this right here too, going in the end zone, the short yardage situations, just because I feel like I can get in that A gap faster than he can even make a read. So, and that's really what this defense is about. It's just creating pressure on the user, making you think you're going to come every time, but really you might not. So right here, the twitch technique comes in again. It's pretty easy with the base line. Against the run, this defense is okay. It's not great. You're going to get gashed on outside runs. If you pinch the D-line, you can stop inside runs fairly easy. Better than just playing the base of it, just base aligning. Again, the setup for the turbo, though, anytime you want a turbo, you have to base align just to get the potential 5-5 call. Right there, see, goes to the right, we go left, and the better you get at user and maneuvering your linebacker blitzing, the better you're going to get at this blitz. Another adjustment you can do is spy. You can spy the other linebacker. This can help in pass coverage as well. The spy kind of does an okay job of reading the quarterback's eyes, of just kind of floating in the middle. It's right here. We're just going to go there. We get picked up, but the spy gets the pick. So there's just some other adjustments you can do off of it. Again, you can really take this anywhere. You can turn this to a man technique later. When I play this coverage, I turn it to a man technique by manning up the corners on their wide receivers and the safeties on the tight ends or the slot receivers, just to help out sometimes in the run game and just in crossing situations. You might want to cross man this if you're getting crossers and still try turbo. The only thing that really stops it, that stops the turbo from coming in, is any shotgun play action pass protection, and particularly trips tight end, any of those play action passes. Does a really good job of holding the turbo and simply just pinching the offensive line, pinching them down. Just pinch the offensive line, slide protection. It does a good job. So if you find them doing that, I would just, if you really want to, if you're committed to the turbo, just turbo outside then, because everything's gonna be muddy in the middle. You might just want to go outside. So right here, really vulnerable in the outside run game, especially if you don't have just some fast outside linebackers. So again, I wouldn't run this like every down situation, but if I know they're passing it, I put this in all the time. Baseline, over the top coverage, adjust defensive backs accordingly, and then right there we go on with the dive. You got to be careful with the dives every now and then, because quarterback's going to elude the sack and get away from it. So it's just something you want to be careful when diving in there, coming in hot. Again, I love it when they're coming out of the end zone. I love it. It's easy. Just you're almost guaranteed to get a safety in those situations. Right here again, trips tight end. We're not gonna go to show you guys kind of the coverage in the red zone. Tries to throw the curl. Really kind of get lucky there. If he throws a slant or something underneath me, that's really the weakness in that cover 4 as well, when I'm dropping too far back. Again, this is a switch up defense. It's not an every down defense, but you can really kind of create some plays with it, but you're also going to give up some big plays. So I wouldn't solely just do it every play, but the concept of the turbo with the baseline is something you can apply to really any coverage within the 3-4 odd. Right here we're playing over the top right here, and again, this play is in any 3-4 odd playbook. So any playbook that's 3-4 odd, you're going to have this in there. If you want to try this concept out, I would try this in the 4-4 cover 3, just baseline it and just turbo one the middle linebackers in that. You're going to get the same results. It's really the same thing, because you're potentially, anytime you have 5 potential rushers or more, the offensive line is going to account for them, because they have to. They don't know who's going, who's not. And then obviously when the play's snapped, they kind of like magically go to their guy, and that's when it makes it easy, because the center, he's not going to redirect. Once he slides, he's going to stay. So once the center slides to the left or right, you just go the opposite. So it makes the reads really easy for the offensive line. Again, Ogden right there, it comes in just so hot. Such a fast blitz right here. The key to it though is the timing and also just maneuvering your backer. And obviously this is Ultimate Team, so we got gooned up Shazier right here, 99 speed, or dang near 99 speed. I think he's like a 96 right here for us. So obviously the faster the linebacker, the better this play is. If you play regs, I would formation sub a fast linebacker somewhere between anything above 80, 83, 85 is kind of that, because a lot of middle linebackers and regs aren't really, that fast. They're low 80s. So anything lower than that, you're kind of going to get, it's going to be just slower, So you want some fast linebackers running the play. And again, you're vulnerable in the deep crossers, so don't act like, oh, the turbo's not coming in, this play is trash. Well, yeah, it's because it's, you're based off this technique. Once you master this technique, you really can kind of go to level 2, which level 2 is applying it to other formations, and that's how you get the turbo to come in. Other formations, it's whether it's a baseline or not, you're creating 5 potential rushers for the offensive line, and you're just reading the opposite gap. So right here he's gonna get bunched. He has 4 strongs to the left. He thinks he's good. We fight it. And that's another thing too, when you commit to the turbo, just fight it. Always fight. Like, keep fighting the pocket, because most likely you're going to shed a running back with a linebacker and Ultimate Team. So again, going to the best one, Ogden right here. This is where we got it from. Ogden 20, coming in hot. Boom. There it is. So within this technique, you can apply this, whether it's the twitch technique, whether it's the turbo technique. You can just create 5 potential rushers and go from there. Make a quick adjustments. This is a good, easy blitz, and that's it for this one. Until next time, thank you guys.